All right. Good evening. Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? All right. All right. I believe you guys can hear me. You can hear me right now, right? Please let me see it in the comment section so I'll know. All right. All right. Before we have our speaker join us, I just quickly want to talk to us a bit. All right. In just 2 minutes or three. Please, if you are not with your smartphone or you have your gadgets elsewhere, I will ask you to kindly go and pick it up right now because we are going to be practicing this thing live. All right. You should go and pick it up now. We'll give just a few minutes for that. We are going to be practicing this thing live as she starts her presentation. I want every one of us to pay attention. Don't forget, our agreement is that when we are done with this class, every one of us should start optimizing our LinkedIn account. And when you're done optimizing, what you should do next is send it to the community, right? So I'm going to go through them. I'm going to go through everything. Everything. Like, you mean you will go through more than 1,000 account? Of course, I will do that. I have time for that, okay? I'm actually after you guys' progress, okay? I'm after your success. I told you guys before that LinkedIn is your second CV, right? I have been declined a job because my LinkedIn wasn't optimized, right? So I wouldn't want anybody, any one of you, to make such mistake, right? So please kindly hold your phone, and this submission will start. This submission will start on Monday. Okay. All right. Kindly pick up your gadgets, your phone, your laptop. Just start going through everything. All right. Okay. I'll give at least 2 or 3 minutes for that to sit down and position yourselves. All right. Thank you. Don't forget, 2 or 3 minutes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right, can everybody hear me?
Yeah, hope we can hear
Am I
her.
audible? Okay, can anybody? I just want to know if I'm audible. So if I'm audible, I can start.
Yeah, rightly, I can hear you. But let me, we just need to ask them from the comment section.
Okay.
Yes, they can. Yeah, go on.
Okay. All right. Good evening, everybody. I'm so excited to be here, and I'm so sorry for the delay. We should have started should have started since, but I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out, but I hope I get it. Okay, so rightly before I start to share my screen, just like Mr. Maxwell was saying the other time, please, I really want you to concentrate and give this class your full attention. Make sure that nothing is distracting you. Make sure that you focus, right? Make sure that anything that is going to take away your focus, I want you to like leave it for the next 30 minutes or 45 or 1 hour that we are going to spend here, or even more. So I want this class to be very much interactive and practical. So I'm trying to look for the this thing to share my screen. I hope I get it. But before then, I want this class to be as practical as possible. I want this class to be something that you understand and simple, because LinkedIn is not a big deal. You know, when sometimes when I hear people saying that LinkedIn is this, LinkedIn is complex, LinkedIn is too professional, it's too this. I'm like, this platform is so simple. Like the tactics, the tips, everything that you need to grow on LinkedIn is not hard. I've not really tried other social media platforms, but out to me right now, LinkedIn is a very easy place to be. All you just have to do is to follow the rules and just make sure that you do what you're meant to do. Trust me, LinkedIn is not, it's not as hard as you think. It's not as complex as people make it look like. You know, like, you know, if you talk about Instagram or Facebook or all those ones, it's not really that hard. But when you hear LinkedIn, people are like, LinkedIn is this, LinkedIn is that. Please, I don't know what you must have heard about LinkedIn in the past. I don't know what you must have heard. Maybe you heard that LinkedIn is a professional place, LinkedIn is hard. I don't know what you must have heard, but just put it to one side. Just bring it to one side and just forget about that first and listen to Boluatife this evening. Just focus on what I have to say. Act like you don't even know, you've not heard about LinkedIn, or you've not heard about everything that they've said. LinkedIn is oppressive, is full of liars, you know, all those should I say myths about LinkedIn. Though some of them are true, but then I just want you to focus on what Boluatife has to say tonight. Okay, so first off, before I even start anything, I just want to share a bit of my story with you. I want to share with you how I got on LinkedIn and how the whole profile optimization. Right from my story, I'm going to dive into profile optimization. So I want you to follow me bit by bit. I want you to follow me step by step. If there's any point in time where you have a question or you want me to explain something, you can just say, "Oh, Bulatife, please, can you clarify this part again? Can you explain this part again? I do not get this part." So I just want you to, I really want this class to be as effective as possible. After this class, I want to see your profiles being optimized. I want to see you winning on LinkedIn and actually doing really well on LinkedIn. So in 2022, I was at home. It was during ASU strike um in university. So I wasn't doing anything at the time. I'm not this person. I'm not interested in anything social media. I'm not interested in anything LinkedIn, anything that has to do with me coming online and posting. I'm not interested. But that time it was during the ASU strike and I wasn't doing anything at the time, right? I was just at home and I was like, what can I do? what can I do? I really one thing I love about myself is that I always love to do something. I always love that my hands are doing something. So my I didn't have a laptop. I wanted to learn tech. Thank God that this is even a tech institute. I don't know, but I think I saw something tech on the flyer. And um I wanted to learn tech at the time. My phone was bad. Like a lot of things were just there. So I was just going through someone's status one day, and she was like, she wants to go on a challenge, 50 days challenge, 50 days of writing. And I was like, who's going to write for 50 days? Right? What are you going to be talking about for 50 days? But remember, I said I was not doing anything at the time. I was just at home, like I wasn't doing anything. I was like, let me just join this group, let me join this thing to just help, right? Since I wasn't doing anything, this is also something that will help me for this period of time till we resume. And I joined. And when I joined, she told us that we should pick a particular platform to post. Mr. Maxwell, please, if there's any time that you can't hear me again, please let me know. So, and she told us to pick a particular platform to post for 50 days, right? Pick a particular platform. You can pick Facebook, you can pick Instagram. And I thought about it. Instagram, I don't have Instagram or the pictures. I do not have all those things that you need on Instagram. Twitter, I wasn't ready for the old bands and all those things. So the reason why I chose LinkedIn was because LinkedIn was a place where nobody knew me. It was the perfect place to hide because nobody knew me there. Like I didn't know anybody. I wasn't, just like I said, I was in social media. I didn't even used to use the app. I've heard about LinkedIn, but I wasn't really that conscious about it. But trust me, that one decision, that one thing that I did, that morning that I made that decision that okay, I was going to pick LinkedIn, that decision changed my life forever. LinkedIn can LinkedIn has given me access to people that I never knew that I could get access to. People that was always like, oh my god, I want to meet this person. Oh my god, this person, I admire this person. I got to sit down on the same stage with them just because of LinkedIn. Just because of LinkedIn, I've gotten offers that I never ever, I didn't have to stress myself. I remember a particular time like that someone referred me for a job, and this person did not know me before, and he was like, okay, can you do this? Can you do that? Blah blah blah. It was a social media job, and I was not really that interested in social media, and I was like, okay, um I didn't even bother to pitch myself, right? I didn't even stress myself about pitching because I was not really interested in the role. Even if I was going to get it to just be a side something because I didn't want any job at that time. So I was, and this person was like, okay, can you do this? Can you post? Can you do blah blah blah? And what can you do for us? And I was just like, go and check my LinkedIn profile. I don't just go and check my, that was just what I said. Go and check my LinkedIn profile. And that was it, guys. This person was, please, I want you to come and work with us. Please, Bulu, how much do you want? How much do you need? And so it was this person was literally begging to work with me. So LinkedIn will give you that platform. LinkedIn is literally like your CV. It will make you, it will open you to a lot of opportunities that you yourself you've never dreamt of. You might not want to be that influencer or be that LinkedIn coach, but trust me, it's going to help you in your personal brand. I'll tell you that the best place to build your personal brand is LinkedIn. LinkedIn will change everything for you. It will change everything. I remember a particular time I got a speaking engagement. Yeah, there was a speaking engagement, and this person was like, just it was just your LinkedIn. Nothing serious. Like most people before this whole LinkedIn thing, nobody knew me. I didn't know anybody. Just like I was saying before, I didn't know anybody. I was interested in doing anything. I didn't even want to even talk to anybody. But just because of LinkedIn, it has opened me to so much. I'm a very, very shy person. I don't like to communicate. I don't like to talk. I don't like to talk to people and all those things. But just because of LinkedIn, I've gotten access to speaking engagements, and most of the times I just have to go. I just have to show up for people, right? And it has made me, that's changed so much about me. But today I'm not here to come and start motivating you guys. Let's go into the LinkedIn optimization. The first step to actually building your brand, the first step to getting all those things I've mentioned, getting offers, getting people reaching out to you, running after you and saying, please come and work with us, please, we need you, people begging you, all those things, is LinkedIn optimization. If your profile is not optimized, I don't know, you're not ready yet. You're not ready yet. Please, am I still audible? Mr. Maxwell, please, can you hear me?
Yeah, of course, I can hear you. You are.
Okay. All right, thank you. Okay, so I'm trying to check for the part to share my screen. I don't know
Okay.
what's going on.
Just go
Be-
to the present. the present button there, this plus icon.
Okay, guys, please give me a minute.
All right.
Okay. Oh, Mr. Maxwell, do you use an Apple phone? Do you use an iOS?
No, this is an Android.
Okay. I think that is why I'm having this issue. I do not know. I do not know why. But let me try again.
Okay.
Please give me a minute, guys, because I really want it to be practical. So it's going to be more effective if I'm sharing my screen to be much better. So just give me a minute. Oh, I'm coming, guys. Like I'm still on it. I'm trying to, like I'm actually finding it hard. You said I should rotate my phone, but I'm not seeing the button to rotate. If you actually use an iOS here and you know how to rotate, you can just let me know. Because I'm checking Google, but I'm not seeing anything. Oh my goodness, what did I just do? Oh, let me try.
While we wait for our speaker to join us again, I would really want us to kindly share the link. If you have friends you probably haven't told, just pick up the link. It's on the community. Just share it with them. All right, so they can join us. This is a practical time. All right. show to people that we are alive. Even in our community, you can also. Okay.
No, not this. You're the one for me. It's not working. Okay, can you hear me? Can anybody hear me, please?
Yes, yes. Yeah, we can hear you. Right.
All right, thank you so much. Okay, I'm very sure that you want us to have the recording. I would have suggested that we use Google Meet,
Okay.
but you won't be able to record on Google Meet. I think, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I want.
that's just the issue.
So it's like you find it difficult, right?
Yeah, I'm still not. It's still not. I'm still not able to share it. The only thing I'm seeing here is comment settings and cancel. I rotated my screen and it's still the same thing.
Okay. So let me. Okay, you can just go on and just go on with them. Let me quickly look for solution to that. All right. All right. Can you
All
hear
right,
me?
so I can. Okay, so you're saying I should start the class, right?
Yes. Let me quickly sort out that issue without the
All right, thank
presentation.
you.
All right.
Okay, so guys, I hope you're all audible. I'm sorry, I hope I'm audible enough. And I'm really sorry about the whole trying to share the screen part. I honestly do not know what's wrong. Though this is the first time I'm actually trying to share my screen on StreamYard, so I don't really know how it works. If not, I would have planned myself earlier if I already knew that I couldn't share my screen. So apologies, yeah. So but then I'll try to my best to make it as you'll be able to understand what I'm saying if you're following me, right? If you're following me, you'll be able
And
to understand it.
please, if we can find a solution to it, the recorded section will be sent to you. She'll record everything, then we'll send it to the community. All right. I think that will be fine.
All right, that works too.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Okay, so just like I was saying, I'm going to make it as you'll be able to get what I'm saying, right? Especially if you're following me, but if you're not following me, it might be quite hard to get what I'm saying. Okay, so first thing first. So when I joined LinkedIn, I've shared my story with you. Remember, I used one picture, one white and black picture, and a lot of people are reaching out to me. You know, I've told you before that I wasn't interested in anything LinkedIn. I wasn't interested in growing my brand or anything. Anything that would just bring me to social media. I wasn't interested. So people were reaching out to me. Bulu, I love your content, but your picture, why are you using this kind of picture? I'm like, please, you people should leave me alone. I'm not doing this thing now. So, you know, when you're not interested in something, it's going to be different from someone that, oh, the person is interested. Okay, if someone tells you something, you change it, you change it. But then I just noticed that the comments I was getting were so plenty. People be like, I really, really love your content. But the problem that you have with your profile is, excuse me, is your profile picture. And I'm like, what's so special about this thing? What exactly is so special? And people were reaching out to me. People were reaching out to me. And for the first time, you guys, since I've been born, I've never gone for a photo shoot. Even when I'm doing my birthday, I've never gone for a photo shoot. But LinkedIn made me go that morning. I remember that morning I had to just arrange something and be like, okay, for people to have been saying, go and change, go and change. This one said, that one said it. That means there's something wrong. And for the first time in my life, LinkedIn made me go for a shoot. So you see how important your picture is. Oh, let's even shift LinkedIn aside now. When you get a Facebook request on Facebook and a friend request on Facebook, what's the first thing that you check? How does this person even look like? Let me see this person's picture. So your picture is, it catches attention, right? It is one very very important part of your profile. One very 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 very, like, it is literally the most. I remember a particular time I got I made a post, and in one day I added 1,000 connections. Imagine 1,000 people connecting with you on LinkedIn. I'll explain the meaning of connections and followers later. But then let's still talk about LinkedIn optimization before I delve into all these things. First degree, second degree, all those things that you see on people's profile. I'm going to explain everything. So um yeah, and I got 1,000 connections that day. Where do I want to start from? Where exactly do I want to start from? And what was I doing? Let me see this person's picture. If you put Snapchat's face, you are not serious. I'll just delete it. If you put you didn't even put your face at all, delete. Well, you know all those pictures, all those unnecessary pictures. And the people that I just accepted were people that actually had professional pictures. So if you're on LinkedIn, you've heard that LinkedIn is a professional picture, right? If you're in Rome, behave like the Romans. So if you're on LinkedIn, you need to have a professional picture. Excuse me. You don't necessarily have to go to the studio, right? If you don't have time or you don't really have the resources to go to the studio, it's fine. You can just wear a tee, like a shirt, and tell your friend with a good camera. You definitely have someone around you that has a good camera, even if you don't have a good camera, and take a picture and use it for your profile picture. If you know that you cannot even you can maybe the picture is not that good, you can use Snapseed. There are different apps that you can use to enhance the quality of your picture. But you complaining and saying, I don't have money for shoots, I don't have this, I don't have time, you're joking. If you're on LinkedIn and you want to maximize, you want to dig the gold, it starts from the small things. You might think that your picture is not something serious. It's not, nobody is looking at me. Nobody, people are watching, people are looking at you. Your picture is very important. I remember when I changed my picture, everybody were like, so this is how you look like. So this is you. And I was like, so you guys are actually really much intentional about this thing. Your picture is very important, very important. So this I checked this thing, and is the LinkedIn observation is towards you getting jobs, right? How to attract jobs from your LinkedIn profile. The first thing is your profile picture. How is your picture like? How do you look like? It will determine how, you know, they say something that's your appearance. I can't really remember that quote, but then your appearance really matters. It is very important. The second thing, we should be round, we should have started by 6 and ended by 7, but time has gone, so I'm just going to try to maximize the time, right? So let's focus. I've talked about your profile picture. That's the first thing. The second thing I want to talk about is your headline. Your LinkedIn headline is very important, very important. These are the things, these two things will catch attention in your profile, in your LinkedIn profile. These two things, or let me say three. Two things, and the two most important things that will catch the attention. The first thing is your profile picture. The second thing is your headline. The third thing, that one is not that serious, but it's very important, is your LinkedIn banner. But the two things that will catch attention first is your profile picture and your headline. Now, what should be on your headline? Who are you? What do you do? Who do you do it for? These three things should be there. Who are you? What do you do? Who do you do it for? I see a lot of people that, okay, maybe you are a designer, you are a front-end developer, you are a UI UX designer, everything. You just pack everything on your profile. You are joking. Why are you confusing us? You have to have something that you want to be known for. All this, I feel I should have even talked about this before talking about LinkedIn optimization. Before you even start your LinkedIn optimization, you have to sit down and be sure about what you want to be known for. What exactly do I want to be known for? You can't be known for 5 things at once. You can't be known for every, like, about 4 or 3 things. It's too much. And most of the times, it is always advised that you focus on one thing. When I think about copywriting, who do I think about? When I think about tech, I think about Boluwatife. When I think about writing, who exactly do I think about? What are you focusing on? Are you focusing on ghostwriting? Are you focusing on front-end development? Are you focusing on design? Not that you pack everything, you pack design, pack everything. So all these things are very important. Very important. You can do two things, yeah, but it is more advisable to focus on one. What do you want to be known for? Especially if you are looking for a job. If you're looking for a job, very important. So before you even start your LinkedIn optimization, you have to know what you want to be known for, know why you want to be on LinkedIn. And I'm focusing on, the only way I'm focusing on today is why, the only way I'm focusing on is to get jobs. So that's what we are going to be focusing on today. So that's what I'm going to be directing all my teaching to, right? So now I said I'm talking about the headline, and that was what distracted me. Like, that was what made me diverge from what I was talking about. So who are you? What do you do? Who do you do it for? How do you do it? For example, maybe you're a copywriter. I write compelling content for startups or for forex traders or for um for brands, for small businesses. Who exactly, like, you have to have a target audience. Everybody cannot be your target audience. Who exactly are the people that you want to reach? Well, it might be that you are just working with forex companies. It might be that you are just working with crypto traders. It might be that you're just working with tech brands. Who exactly are the people that you want to reach? For example, now, me personally, the only people that I want to eat, the only people that concerns me are tech brands, are people in the tech world. So you have to have a target audience. Everybody cannot be your target audience. As a copywriter, maybe you are a tech copywriter. Okay, you write compelling content for tech, for tech brands or tech businesses or tech or anything in tech or techies or anything. Just make sure that your target audience is straight to the point. Okay, I write compelling content for tech brands to help them to skyrocket their sales or to increase their sales or some. You have to make sure that all these things are well highlighted in your profile. Who are you? What do you do? Who do you do it for? How do you do it? Then you could write maybe through mind-blowing content or something. Or maybe you are a designer. Let's use designer for example. I create mind-blowing designs through um captivating. Oh my goodness, I'm trying to think of a word to join to bring together. I would have used, I was planning to share my screen so that I could show you some examples, but I'll just do that when I share the video. But then I believe you guys already got what I'm saying. I believe you guys already got the point. Who are you? What do you do? Who do you do it for? How do you do it? Sometimes you might not actually put how you do it. You might just focus on who you are, what do you do, and how who do you do it for. But it is very, very important that you highlight your target audience. Who are the people that you want to target? And one of the things that you might also want to do is to add a unique selling proposition. And what do I mean by the unique selling proposition? What makes you stand out from every other person? You agree with me that there are so many writers. We have like 1 million writers on LinkedIn. We have so many developers on LinkedIn, but what makes you different? What makes you different? It might be that you've written 5 books, maybe 5 developer books. It might be that you've worked with Forbes, or maybe you are part of Forbes. It might be that, but something is making you different from every other person. You can add that. It might be that you are the best-selling author of a particular thing. You can add it to your headline. All these things will make you more attractive to recruiters. All these things will make you stand out from every other person in your field, make you stand out from every other developer, from every other UX writer, from every other UI UX designer, right? Very, very important. Now, I've said 2 things that catch attention. Now, the third thing I want to talk about is your LinkedIn banner. Your LinkedIn banner is very, very important. And designing a LinkedIn banner is not even if you don't want to pay a designer. Please give me a minute, please. Sorry, please. Am I still audible?
Yes, you are.
All right. Thank you very much. Sorry about that. I'm actually in school, so my roommate had knocked the door, so I had to open the door for her. So sorry about that. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is your LinkedIn banner. I see a lot of people, you just repeat what is on your LinkedIn headline, your headline, you repeat it in your banner. Why the tautology? Why are you not giving us something different? Why are you not standing out with your banner? So you want to make sure that your banner is something that makes you just attracts people to you. Like now, for example, I do not have the same thing on my headline. I just talked about, I added my unique selling proposition. You can check my name on LinkedIn. I really wish you could share screen, but when I'm making the video, you guys will see it. um I talked about what I do. I'm a tech influencer, my unique selling proposition. Then on my headline, instead of me to start repeating, I just said the 3 things that I work with. I'm building purpose, I'm building products, and I'm building people. Those are the 3 things I do, and that was what was on my banner. For example, if you're a social media manager, you can just use something catchy. I remember seeing a banner that had something like put your competitors in the dust with a social media manager you can trust. Just something that will just, it will just spark interest. That will be like, oh, who is this person? Let me actually reach out to this person. This is the person I want to work with. So you don't want to just copy, you don't want to just do the conventional thing that everybody's doing. You want to make sure that your banner is standing out. You could, and if you don't want to use a picture, there are other things that you could use. You could use, okay, maybe you've worked with so brands, maybe brands that you've worked with, or you've worked on over 1 million. Oh, 1 million is exaggeration, right? Or maybe you've worked on 2,000 designs, right? You could add that too. We have worked on over 2,000 designs. Maybe a picture of you speaking at an event, right? Is also, it shows that you're a thought leader. But something just makes that you're not doing the conventional thing and the boring thing, right? So one of the things I want, that's one of the things that you want to do for your LinkedIn banner. Those three things, they've caught attention, right? You've been able to catch recruiters' attention with that. Anybody that comes to your profile, your profile is looking so beautiful, and they're like, oh my god, who is this person? Now, the next thing I want to talk about is how to create a lasting impression. You've brought my attention to your profile, like, okay, I'm on your profile now. So what are you going to use to sustain that attention and to make sure that you do not leave until you give me that job? And that's when I'm going to be talking about your about section. Your about section, very, very, very important. Your about section, you've after catching attention, your about section will help you to give a lasting impression to whoever that is going to give you that job. Now, what should be in your about section? Follow me. I really hope you guys are with me. Please, if you are with me, I always love my class to be interactive, but because I can't even really see people that are on the chat. So, but just let me know if you are with me and if you can hear me, if you're following me.
Yeah, I guess they are.
Okay,
They're full. Yeah.
right, that's fine. Okay, so now, lasting impression, right? How do you give these people that lasting impression and make them give you the job? So, what do you talk about in your about section? You've told them, you've told us who you are, you've told us what you do, you've told us how you do it. Now, what do you talk about? One of the things that you want to talk about in your about section are the problems of your client. Whoever that is reaching out to you has a particular problem. Whoever that is reaching out to you um has a particular problem that they are trying to solve. They have a particular question that they need answers to. So those are the things that you're going to highlight in your about section. You can start with a particular question that is on the mind of your recruiters, a particular question that is on the mind of anybody that is going to hire you. For example, as a designer, anybody that is going to hire you is probably having low sales because of poor designs. Because of poor designs, they are not able to meet their targets, or they're not able to make profits from their businesses. So it could start from something like, are you experiencing low sales because of poor or no designs, or no logo for, or no branding, or no brand identity for your brand or something? For example, if I'm a LinkedIn optimization coach, I know that anybody that's going to reach out to me is, excuse me, I know that anybody that's going to reach out to me is probably not enjoying LinkedIn, or is probably not getting jobs on LinkedIn, or LinkedIn is frustrating the person, or something is just wrong, like you're not enjoying your LinkedIn journey. I can start with something like, are you is LinkedIn frustrating you, or are you not getting recruiters reaching out to you from your LinkedIn? Anybody that sees that, any recruiter that sees that, be like, oh my god, this is my problem. This is what I've been looking for. This is the exact problem that is on my mind. So you want to make sure that you hit the target, you hit the minds of your recruiters, or the minds of your clients, or anybody that's going to reach out to you. You hit their pain points, their pains. You talk about their pains, talk about their problems. That you can start with a question or a fact, or something like, maybe 70% of businesses that do not have good branding for their businesses shuts down in 2 months. Just, I'm not saying just a fact that you are very, very sure of, something that is proven, right? So you can talk, you can say, you can start with that. After you start with that, the next thing is to give a solution. I hope you guys are following me. You're about section, right? Especially if you are looking for jobs. I'm all these things are focused on people looking for jobs. I believe that's what this class is about. if you just want to build your brand, it's not, it might not be this serious, right? It might just it might to be a different format. But if you're looking for jobs, please, this is the format to follow. First off, the problem on the minds of your clients, their pains. What are they bothered about? You talk about it. The second thing, you highlight the solution, right? The solution to this problem, the solution to this thing that has been on their minds. Give them the solution. That okay, you need branding, you need good designs, you need mind-blowing designs, you need designs that will actually blow the mind of your customers. Designs will do this, do this, do this. You just highlight these things. Or as a LinkedIn optimization coach, you need compelling content strategy. You need to have a brand strategy. You need to have a content strategy. You need to optimize your profile. You highlight these things. Highlight these things. After you highlight them, now, the third thing that you're going to do is to position yourself as the hero. You know, when writing your about section, it's not something that you go to ChatGPT and type something. It has to be something that comes from your mind, something that you write with your hands. ChatGPT can enhance it for you, but it has to have that touch. That personal touch has to be there. Very, very important. So the third thing that you want to do is to position yourself as the hero, like you are the only one with that solution. Mind you, you are not the only one with the solution. We have so many LinkedIn optimization coaches, we have so many designers, we have so many so many developers. So now you have to write something that makes you look like you are the only person that can undo that job. You're the hero, right? You're the hero, you're the only one with the solution. So you want to highlight that, position yourself as the hero, talk about how you can do these things for your clients, highlight the things that you've done in the past, proven records, things that recommendations that you've gotten from people, how you've worked with people in the past, and how it has really, really helped you. And one of the things, some people might say that, okay, I don't have experience, I don't have anything to show for it and all. Please go and get experience. You can volunteer. You can work on projects on your own and make sure that it's looking so perfect and is doing very, very well. Just make sure that you are doing something and you're not just saying that you don't have anything to offer, you don't have any experience. Please and please get experiences, go out and get experiences. So after you position yourself as the hero, then you can now give us a short introduction about yourself. Mind you, if you're looking for jobs, nobody cares about you, they don't want to know your story. Is maybe you are just looking for followers, you can start sharing your story and start telling us how you started. But if you are looking for jobs, if you're looking for people to reach out to you, you have to talk about them, you have to talk about their problems. How can you solve my problem? You're not we don't want to know what happened to you in when you started or 20 years ago. How can you solve my problem? What can you do for me? So those are the things that you highlight in your about section. So you can just give us a short introduction about yourself, what you do, just something short. Then after that, you can end it with something interesting. But just like I said, make sure that it doesn't lack that personal touch. Make sure that it's personalized. Something that I will read and I will be moved. Something that I'll read and I'll be like, oh my god, yeah, this is the person I've been looking for. So sometimes you could spend time to work on your about section. Sometimes you could spend a day, you could spend 2 days, but don't rush and just do rubbish, right? Don't rush and use ChatGPT. Please make sure that it has that personal touch. So I've talked about your how to grab attention with your profile, and I just talked about creating a lasting impression. And still on creating a lasting impression, the next thing I'll be talking about is your experience section. Very, very important. One thing I used to say is nobody wants to be the first. Please, what have you done for others? Let me see what you've done for others, so that it will not look like, so that I will be sure that okay, this person can do a good job for me. So your experience section, you have to fill it with relevant experiences, stuff that are relevant to what you are doing at the point in time. But if at that point in time you do not have experience that at that point in time, like you don't have experience relevant to what you are doing, right? Maybe you just transitioned, you can still leave it till you get the experience that you need, right? Till you get the experience, the relevant experience to your field. So one of the things I want to do is to add as many experience as possible, get as many experience as possible. Please volunteer. I remember when I started out, just because I needed experiences and also my love for volunteering though, I had to volunteer a lot. I had to volunteer to write, just because I have to have something to show for it. I can't keep sitting down saying I don't have experience, I don't have anything to put on my profile. Please go out and volunteer. Go out and tell people that please let me work with your brand. I can do a very good job, even if you're not being paid. It's something. It's all part of the process. So add experiences, volunteer for people, and when you have these experiences, when you volunteer for people, one of the things that you want to do is to get recommendations. And just like I've been saying, all these things is to show that you are trustworthy, right? Because nobody wants to be the first. They want to see that, okay, what has this person done for people before? Let me see what you've done for people before. So they want to make sure that you are very much reliable and trustworthy. So you want to get recommendations for people. Don't be shy to to ask for recommendations. That's why it's very important that in anything that you're doing it well. So when you can reach out to them and be like, okay, I work with you, can you please write a recommendation for me on my LinkedIn, and like that. Do you get me? So after your recommendation section, after you are working on your recommendation and you've highlighted your experience, your experience after working on your experience section. So the next thing that you want to we also have other parts of our profiles. There's the volunteer part. There's a volunteer part on your profile. There's also the skills section. Yeah, this one is also very, very much important. The skill section is very important. Make sure that you add relevant skills to what you are doing. Please add relevant skills to what you are doing at that point in time. So do not go and pack 50 or 100 skills. I see like people with 100 skills. What happened? Who is going to check 300 skills? So 30 skills, 20 to 30 skills is okay. Make sure that they are relevant. As a front-end developer, what are the skills that you need? HTML, CSS, JavaScript, React, all those things. Please add them to your profile. Everything that you need to know, APIs, add it. As a designer, what are the skills that you need on your profile? Please add them to your profile. Very, very, very important. So the next part is also the licenses and certifications. The licenses and certification part is also very, very important. Please give me a minute. I need to take water. Yeah. Please, am I still audible?
Yeah, of course you are.
All right. Thank you very much. So the next thing, um, all right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. So please, can you mute? I don't know. I can hear myself. All right. I can still hear myself, but let's continue. Okay. So oh, please, can you mute yourself, please?
All right, go on.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, so I've talked about your skills section, very, very important. You also have other parts of your profile, like your licenses and certifications. What are the certifications that you've gotten? That's why it's very, very important to have certifications, right? You know, there's a difference between someone that a front end developer, I come to a front end developer's profile, and there's nothing there. Okay, your profile is optimized, but there are no certifications, no recommendations. And I see someone else with recommendations, someone that has gotten recommendations from reputable people, someone that has worked on different projects. I see someone that has gotten certifications. I'll definitely go with the other one, right? So you want to make sure that you get certifications, you get enough certifications that are actually relevant to what you're doing at that point in time as a front-end developer. Take courses, Udemy courses, apply for the certificate and get the certificate. And if you're doing any other things, if you get check my LinkedIn profile, you see a lot of certifications there that are relevant to what I'm doing. So you want to make sure that you get as many certifications as possible. And also after that, there's also the honors and the awards section. Probably you've gotten an award. When I started that, I didn't have any award, right? LinkedIn gave me the awards I have today. So you see the benefit of growing your brand on LinkedIn. It's not necessarily the awards thing, but the awards part also gives you that credibility. It also gives you that it also makes you trustworthy, right? They see that you've gotten an award, they see that you've achieved this, you've gotten this, you've gotten that. You definitely have that edge over others. Very, very important. So now, after profile optimization doesn't end there, it doesn't end in that part. So one of the things I also want to talk about is having a brand color. I really wish I could share my screen so that you could see my brand color, you could see other people's profile, and you see their brand color too. So you want to make sure that you have a brand color, right? So you don't just put color brown on your profile picture, color red or your this thing on your, what's it called, your banner, color pink, just different colors. No, pick a particular color. It could be a color, it could be a mixture of colors. And one thing I forgot to highlight was the featured section too. Your featured section could contain different things: a link to your portfolio, a link to book a call, a link to your website. All these things should be contained in your featured section. So please, very, very important, so that you are not going to stress your clients. So they could just book a call from your profile directly without even having to reach out to you in the DMs. So there's also a particular place to, when I'm doing the video, I'll show you guys. So there's a particular place that you could also add link to your profile. So you could add a link to book a call with you, a link to your portfolio, maybe a link to your website, or just something that will make them carry out an action, something that will make them carry out an action. Very important. So now, I was saying, talking about the brand color. So now, when choosing a brand color, you sometimes it might not necessarily be that, okay, my favorite color is pink, so my brand color is going to be pink. Sometimes it doesn't work like that. So then you might want to think about, okay, what do I do? What do I do at this point in time? Okay, probably I'm a designer. There are different colors for. There are some colors that are attached to some certain professions. For example, tech now. Most tech companies, you will see that they have blue. They have blue in their, what's it called, in their branding. You might not necessarily, you might not follow that, but make sure that your color has something attached. You're not just picking any random thing. You're not just choosing a random thing. So your color is going to determine the color that you use for your banner, for your profile picture, for your feature section, all your designs. I know some people on LinkedIn that they're always using red, color red, and they're already known as, I think you even call them Red Ranger or something. There's one, the Yellow Queen, and that is a branding. So you want to make sure that something is attached to your brand. Personal branding has to do with, what do they say about you when you are not in the room? What do they say about you when you are not there? So personal branding has to do with uniqueness, you standing out. So your profile optimization, make sure that it stands out from every other person. You're not just doing it the conventional way or the conventional style. You might, anything could make you stand out. It could be your color. It could be maybe an emoji that you use. It could be a tagline that you use. Anything at all. But just make sure that you're standing out and it's not just the conventional style. So just like I was saying, your profile optimization doesn't just end there. It's not just enough to optimize and do all these things that I've said. One thing that you also want to do is to be active on LinkedIn. And how can you be active on LinkedIn? There are different strategies. You do not just come and just comment. You not just come and just do anything, just post anything, just do anyhow. There are different strategies. Especially if you want to get that job, that dream job that you want. So one of the things that you want to do after optimizing your profile, the next thing that you want to do is to work on your content. You have to have a content strategy. Very, very important. Sorry, Mr. Maxwell, how many minutes do I
Yeah.
have left? I'm sorry, I was asking how many minutes I have left. Hope I've not used my time. Finish.
No, no. 11. Just 11.
All right, thank you very much. Okay,
All
so
right.
the next thing I want to do is to have a content strategy, right? And what do I mean by a content strategy? What are the type of content that you're going to be putting out? You do not just put out random content, especially if you're looking for jobs. There are content strategies that you need to put in place. And one of the I'm going to be sharing the content strategy that you use, that you're meant to use, right? You do 50% of your target audience. When I was starting, I said something. I said you have to know people that you want to target. What are the people that you want to reach? Is it NGOs? Is it tech brands? Who are exactly? You have to know these people. Content for your target audience. Content, I said 50% of people in your target audience, right? 30% of people in your niche, people that do stuff that you do, developers like you, right? Create content for them, how to be a better developer, how to what you are doing wrong as a developer, all those things, all those type of content, you get me? Content for people in your niche. Then 20% of other types of content, like maybe content not related, maybe content about your personal self, about your personal life. Maybe you go out for an event, or stuff, fun facts about you, all those type of content. But if you're looking for jobs and you're only talking about yourself, I don't know what to tell you. right? I do not know what to tell you. So your content is very, 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 very important. And one of the things I'm always saying is that let your free content be better than someone's paid content. Very, very important. Very important. It might be something that you paid for, but give it to people for free. You will thank yourself for it. You will thank yourself for it. And also, one thing that also it also helps you do is to it helps you position yourself as a thought leader in your niche. Even apart from recruiters reaching out to you, you also get people reaching out to you. So I remember, okay, let me even just use myself as an example. When I started out, I knew that I wanted to be known for tech, right? I love tech so much, and I knew that I wanted to be known for tech. And one of the things I did was I was talking sharing different content to help techies, different things to help techies, news, all those kind of things like that. And I didn't know anything about branding or anything about people reaching out or anything. But I remember that there was a particular time I was off LinkedIn for a period of time, and when I came back, people were reaching out to me. I met saw DMs. Please, I want to start out in tech. Please, I want to do this. Please, I'm interested in tech. And I was like, "Ah, when did I tell you people that I'm a tech consultant? I'm someone that I can always reach out to." But just because of my content, I never said it with my mouth that you guys should reach out to me for tech, blah blah blah, or I'm a tech consultant. You can always reach out to me or something. I never mentioned it. And when I came back, people were like tech queen, tech queen. I was like, "Ah, when did I tell these people that I'm a tech queen?" And it was also something I was intentional about. But just because of my content, I had been able to position myself as a thought leader in tech. So one of the things I want to do is, apart from recruiter reaching out to you, create content for people that like let's if we use for example developers or designers like you. Something maybe it might be a particular tool that has helped you a lot. Maybe one's way to use what app do designers even use? Safe, I can't even remember right now. They want maybe how to use Figma or something that you learned, something new that you just learned, all those type of content like that. You could share it. But one thing that you want to do is, if you're looking for jobs, 50% of your target audience, 30% of people in your niche, then 20% of like general content. That's very, very important for your content. And just like I said, let your free content be better than a free someone's paid content. And one thing that I want to use in your content is storytelling. Do not go and copy and paste something from ChatGPT. It doesn't work, right? Make sure that your content is very interesting. And when I mean storytelling, I'm not saying sorry that there was once upon a time or something. It's not that, but making evoking emotions through your content, letting your content not lack that personal touch, making sure that it has that personal touch. Like you're evoking the minds of your readers through your content. Very important. So make sure that you use storytelling in your content. Don't make your content unnecessarily long, please. It is all these things are really, really important, right? So that's one of the things that you also want to do. And when I mean being active, apart from posting, and when I mean posting too, you also have to be consistent. That is also very, very important. Consistency is hard, right? It's I completely get it. But consistency doesn't have to be you showing up every day. It could be 3 times in a week. So consistency could be 3 times in a week, but maybe that 3 times 8 a.m. every day, but you do not miss it. So excuse me, you want to make sure that you are being consistent, right? It's not just enough to post. Don't post one day. I'm sorry, one day in 1 month, and the next time that you're showing up is another month. It doesn't work like that. It can't even work like that. So you want to make sure that you are being consistent in your content. And the next thing I want to talk about is to engage with people. One thing that this does for you is it helps you to build relationships. And you might not know it, but these relationships that you're building are going to help you in the future. It might not even be in the future, it could help you now. When I started, I was not so intentional about building relationships, but immediately I started to build relationships, my LinkedIn game changed. I got offers from referrals, just from people saying, Bolu is my friend on LinkedIn. And sometimes you might not even have had a conversation, but just because of my engagement strategy. And that's one thing I'll be sharing with you. Your engagement strategy is very important. See, there's nothing hard about LinkedIn. There's nothing hard about LinkedIn. It's just about optimizing your profile and supporting people. Please support people. Support people. If you all these people that you see on LinkedIn that they are having 500 likes, having these, getting jobs, all those things, they've supported. I've had conversations with them, and it's still the same thing that they keep saying. There's no hidden strategy anywhere. Support people. Some especially when you're just starting out, you could spend 3 hours, 2 hours, 3 hours. You should know what you want. If you want something, you go for it. When I say 3 hours, what are you doing? 3 hours engaging. I can't do it. Anyways, If you know what you want, you go after it. You go after it, no matter the stress, no matter what you have to do. So three what was I saying? Sometimes you could spend 2 to 3 hours engaging. You will thank yourself for it. Just do it for like for a month. Let's not even say no, let's not stretch it too much. Do it consistently and come and tell me the result. You will see how fast you will grow. And when I'm saying engagement, I'm not saying you just be engaging randomly. Still the same strategy. 50% of your target audience, 30% of people in your niche, 20% of general audience. So just make sure that you are building that community. I have a community of almost 30,000 people. And one of the things that helps me is this engagement thing. There's no hiding this thing anywhere. There's nothing that deep about it. It's just you putting in the work. So engage with people, support people, build relationships. You could also host events. Just all these things will position you more as a thought leader. But one of the things, and also one of the things that will help you in your profile optimization, are the use of keywords. And keywords are also very, very important. You could use Google Keyword Planner. For example, as a social media manager, what are the keywords? Anybody that's teaching out for a social media manager, what are the keywords that they are going to search for? So that when they search for social media manager, it is your name that will first pop up. So all these things are also strategies. Use these keywords in your content. Use it when you're publishing articles. Use it in strategic areas in your about section, your headline, your experience section. Your experience section should also contain description. So you use these keywords there. Very, very important. So this your engagement strategy, right? I already talked about your engagement strategy. Engage a lot, support people, make sure that you are building a community. You're not just building you're not just doing random thing. You're not just doing anything randomly. You're building a community. And one thing about the community, you have to carry your community along. If there's a particular day that you post by 9 a.m. and you were meant to post by 8 a.m., tell them, I'm sorry, I posted by 9. People are watching. People are watching. So one thing I want you to know is that you have to be patient with yourself. Fall in love with your journey. Fall in love with what you're doing on LinkedIn. It could be that okay, your own is just that I see I'm not doing anything. I'm not growing any followers. I just want to get a job. There's more to LinkedIn than that. But if you just want to get a job, it's fine. It's completely fine. But then make sure that you put in the work. It's not easy, especially if you are looking for that job that you yourself you see the job and be like, yes, I put in the work to this thing. So you want to make sure that you put in the work, optimize your profile. And one thing I used to say is your profile is not perfect. You can continue to update it continuously. It can always be better. Work on your about section, work on your banner. Like me now, I just recently worked on my banner. I changed my banner. I worked on my featured section. Nothing was wrong with it before, but I just knew that there was a change. There was need for a change. So all these things are very, 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 very important. Very, very important. So just like I said, be patient with yourself. If you want to grow your community, to have a lot of followers, have people reaching out to you, position yourself as a thought leader, you have to understand that there's nothing beautiful, there's nothing good that doesn't take time. It takes time, it takes effort. So you have to be willing to do these things. You have to be willing to put in the effort. You have to be willing to give it time. You have to be willing to do what it takes to be what you want. And one of the things I used to say is there's a difference between ordinary and extraordinary creators, and that's where I'm going to be stopping. There's a difference between the ordinary people that create content every day and the people that are doing really well. People that you will be like, I want to be like this person. How do you do it? That you have questions for. And what is the difference? It is the extra effort. So thank you very much. So I really cannot wait to see. I believe that if you actually followed me with this session, you do not even need any video. You should start working on your profile tonight and to start building your brand tonight. Start it now. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much. Is I hope you guys were jotting. I believe you guys were jotting. Just like me, I have notes with me here, and I'm writing down everything, and I'm gonna still go out and implement. Okay. All right. We learn every day, and I believe that. Please, if you have question, can you drop it here? Kindly drop your questions. Kindly drop your questions. And we just have 3 minutes for that. 3 minutes. 3 minutes for that. If you have your question, don't forget to drop it. Don't forget the video would be act will be we will post the video, all right, in the community. Don't forget that. The video will be out. All right, at most by Monday it should be ready. All right, you will see that. Okay, when she when the video is ready, you will see her name. All right, while she's going through the optimization process. All right, you see the name. Mr. Foster, please. You see the name. Okay. If you have any other question, if you have more questions, please. 3 minutes. We have just 2 minutes left. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, we have gift code here. Uh, Miss Bolua Tife, you're still with us, right?
Yes. Sorry.
All right. Okay.
Okay, okay, Omid. Yes, I'm here. Yes, I'm here.
All right. All right. Gift code is asking. So the feature section wasn't explanatory enough. Please elaborate that in the video. All right. That's noted. Noted. Okay. Any more question? Okay, we have just a minute to go. Just a minute. Thank you very much, uh, Miss Balua Tife. Sorry, I do struggle sometimes pronouncing your name. I'm really, really happy, and my head is full. I must say the truth. My head is full. Okay, now the video will be shared so you guys can implement everything. Don't forget, once again, that you are gonna be showing or sharing your LinkedIn profiles, right? Post it on the in our community, techpreneur community, and I'll go through everything. Then I will cross check. And if you didn't optimize your LinkedIn profile, please, I'm gonna do something about it. Okay, I'm just gonna do something you won't like. All right. Okay, we would love to hear her LinkedIn account now because some of us are already trying to work on our page. All right. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Beauty Marion. Okay. Her LinkedIn profile. Uh, Please, can you just go on and with the name, with your LinkedIn name, so they can do whatsoever they want to do, or I should just call it myself. What do you think?
Okay, you can just type it for them. But my
All right.
LinkedIn name is the same name that is displayed. Just Elizabeth that is different there.
Okay. All right. Let me type it in this comment section below. All right. Okay. That's the name. That's the name. That's the name of LinkedIn. Thank you very much, Mr. Foster. Please, in the absence of no question, I think we'll have to call it a day. Thank you very much, Miss Bolo. Oh, sorry, Miss Bolua Tife. I am really grateful. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I've learned a lot. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you for this section, and it was an eye opener for me too. All right. And I've been so much enlightened Thank you very much. I think next time we'll have to invite you again for some other sections like this, right? Thank you very much. And please, my friends, those that are watching and those that will come and watch this video, or those asking questions in the community, please don't forget our agreements. All right. This is weekend. This is Saturday, tomorrow, Sunday. Then Monday work starts, right? Thank you, and I'll see you on Monday. Thank you very much. Bye bye.